Alrighty, here we go. Another game. Look at the squad. Brandon Cooks, Carson Wentz, TJ Yeldon, AJ Green, Herman Moore. There's my offensive line. Position hero Dennis Pitta. One thing I touch to point out when you look at the defensive line, if you can find bargains that have good pass rush moves and or block shed, the overall really doesn't mean that much. The only real difference between those base cards and the higher level ones is usually speed and things like speed, strength, awareness, and play rec. But for a pass rusher like Elvis Dumerville, that base card, he's got a 90-something finesse move. And that base really young, he's got an 89 power move with 86 block shed, both at under 20 caps. That's really important for this mode. And the defensive tackles, they're both, budget guys with 84 block shed. So they're not much in the way of pass rush, but with those two guys on the edge, should be fine. Josh Malga, I spoke about him in a previous video. He's got 79 speed, but he also has 79 zone coverage, and again, comes in under 20 cap, and that allows me to have strength at the corners, as well as have guys like Brandon Cooks, Herman Moore, and AJ Green out there. So here we go in this game. Start out with a tight end screen, which gets dropped. That would have actually worked. My first drive didn't go anywhere. Now it's his turn. He's got the Aaron Rodgers. Don't remember who his back was, but you see Julio Jones, Jimmy Graham. He's got a Brandon Cooks, and he's got a Brandon Marshall there too. And there is Dumerville. So if you're scrimping on your defensive line or on your offensive line, your tackles, he's going to get you. So 4th and 10. Of course, he's going to go for it. Ezekiel Elliott is his back, and of course, he's living in a compressed set. I'm in Tampa 2 here. Waterwilling the slot corner into a zone, or into a man coverage, rather. And we get him off the field, so gotta cash this one in. Gotta cash it in. He's playing out of 4-6 a lot. Do a little high-low there with the corner strike.
Now a first carry for TJ Yeldon. And here he'll
get Yeldon involved. And here is what annoys the hell out of me. Well, not this play, it's coming up. But again, a little bit of orbit motion to get a little bit closer, inside zone. Niners playbook here. But he's in 4-6. I'm in that bunch trips all the way out to the field side. There's 2 defenders there against 3 receivers, and I can't spread the field. I try to high point the ball, and I throw an INT. AW, fix that for Madden 18, please. There's no way in the world a 4-6 should work against that formation. Not a chance. Not base aligned like that, and, I have him spread out. Please. Cover 4, show 2, Doom again, 3rd and 14.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll go down at the
So far, so good.
Ready to go now in the second.
So if he's going to be living in this 4-6, I got to be able to spread him out somehow, some way. Attack him outside and, make him pay for base aligning. There he drops 9 guys in the coverage out of the 4-6. I'm still able to get the ball outside. Get Brandon Cooks involved. The thing about Brandon Cooks is that someone has to respect him at all times. If you, press up and forget that he's out there, the chances of it being 6 points is excellent. So now I have him, keying the inside zone pretty nicely. So I try my luck at a shotgun counter and gain a couple of yards there. I'll take that. Anytime I can get positive yards in a shotgun counter, I'm a happy man. Back to the inside zone. 3rd and 1. Put the ball up in the air, and I throw the ball away on purpose. I wanted to, take as long as I could to score as possible, but still get points. So we're going to go into the half tied at 3 apiece. Wish I got the ball back coming out of the half, but I don't. He gets it. So, again, he's back on offense. Shotgun snugs. Base rush, his line holds up. I send my zone defender, which unfortunately leaves the guy open, but, I was hoping I could smack him. But alas, could not. I was in cloud coverage, so I sent I clicked on R3 to send the nearest zone defender, which would be the cloud corner. But, what can you do? Pops Ezekiel Elliott for a run. Sent a blitz there. Forced him to get rid of it hot, and I crack him. 3rd and 10. Tampa 2. Got the corner manned up again. And Eric Weddle closing. See, when you force these guys to throw those routes late, that's when your safeties will close, or you'll at least have a chance. But if they throw that post or that seam route earlier on time, they'll just be sitting there staring at grass. And there we unleash the Cookie Monster. Brandon Cooks over the top. He got careless, so 10-3 lead. Going to show a 4-man to line, but I'm going to drop one of them back. And again, force them to throw that late, and that's when the safeties will break. Eric Weddle almost picks it off. So we're doing a pretty good job so far. Hard flat there. That's cover 3 hard flat stock. Didn't really change anything there. So I'm just mixing up when I run the play stock, when I change it up. When I drop a defender into a zone coverage from the offensive line, or spy him, and just trying to keep him guessing. Here I have the outside receiver manned up at a zone. I get a sack there at Doom again, so that's 3 sacks from Doomerville. So that was cover 4 drop this time. Now this was probably a mistake in hindsight. I only send 2. That just leaves way too much time and way too much space. And the play action by receiver in with those hot routes to work out the deep zones has time to do what it does. So I gotta defend the red zone here. Zeke Elliott, and he's gonna score, but he decides to go for 2 here. Curious choice on his part, and Doom again stoned that, so now he's down, and he's going to try to onside kick it. So I don't know why he just didn't tie the game, but sometimes these guys get arrogant and make weird decisions like that. So we get the onside kick back. I'm going to take some time off the clock and preferably get a touchdown, but any type of points here, we do orbit screen, try to get Cooks in space. Came out on a slip screen here, just kind of want to see what he comes out in. I think I can pop a run here, so I'm going to give it a shot. But he shifts over, so I go back to the slip screen. Get the first down. Let's go. So I'm in pretty good shape here. Again, he's living in this 4-6. He shifted over to that inside zone. Should be able to get the shotgun counter to work, and we do. 10-yard gain on the shotgun counter. That's what I like to see. Missed a touchdown here. I had the second receiver trailing, but I didn't want to risk getting baited either, so I just threw a high point pass to Pitta. And there we try the old corner strike, but it gets INT. That must be flashback from Marty. You don't see corner strike matched like that out of man coverage from too many ZBs in this game. So he gets the ball back, and back to regularly scheduled programming, trying to stop what he wants to do, but I have a pretty good beat on it. 3rd and long. We're going to go Tampa 2, but this time we're going to man up both Brandon Marshall and Cooks. That leaves the middle of the field to look out for, and also if one of those 2 breaks across, give some help. And Willie Young comes in. So my ends are flying. 4th and long. This is going to be straight cover 4 drop. All I'm going to do with the coverage, I'm going to play over the top and audible the zones to the middle. Someone's got to be crossing. Here comes Willie Young. Please close safeties. They do. Thank God. Get off my field. Get a turnover on downs. And here comes the pause screen, and we know what that means. That means we are going to get an ejection. So, score another one for the good guys. That was tough. That was tough. That was annoying. I really wish that we could pass these guys out of that 4-6 like we should. We were able to keep on trucking and persevere, and we defeat a top 100 opponent, and we climb ever closer to that top 100. We're now at number 202, so let's go. Let's keep it going. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.